Okay, so additional problem solving for contributed capital no, sa accounting for corporation. So problem, Cordero Mango Shake Corporation incurs the following. January 1, 2025, the company issue 1 million shares. February 1, 2025, Perez entity subscribe 1 million shares of Cordero Mango Shake Corporation. March 1, 2025, the company issue 1 million shares at 10 pesos per share. Assume the following independent cases. For case A, Cordero Mango Shake Corporation is issuing shares at 5 peso par value. B, Cordero Mango Shake Corporation is issuing shares at 5 stated value. Cordero Mango Shake Corporation is issuing shares with no par and with no stated value. Prepare the necessary journal entries. Okay? So for case A, ang par value daw ng issuing corporation, which is yung Cordero Mango Shake, is 5. Okay, so 5 par value. Okay? So to journalize yung mga transactions from January and Feb and March 1 is January 1. Okay? Issue daw si Cordero Mango Shake ng 1 million shares. Okay? Na ang par value is 5. Okay? So since issuance ito, makakatanggap siya ng consideration, which is cash. Okay? So to debit cash, okay, amounting to 1 million, okay, 1 million shares multiply by the par value na 5. Okay? 1 million times 5 is 5 million. Okay. And to credit share capital. Okay? Share capital. Amounting to 5 million din. Okay? Next, February 1 is nagkaroon daw ng subscription si Perez kay Cordero Mango Shake ng 1 million shares. Since may subscription, therefore, may commitment to buy. Since may commitment to buy, kailangan mag-recognize ka ng subscribed share capital. Okay? So, debit, subscription receivable. Receivable. Okay? Credit, subscribed share capital. Amounting to 1,000 times the par value, or rather 1 million times the par value. Okay, na 5. So 5 million din. Okay. Next is yung transaction for March 1. Okay, for March 1, nag-issue daw ulit si Mango Shake, si Cordero Mango Shake Corporation ng 1 million shares at 10 peso per share. So, yung 10 pesos per share is the market value. Okay? Since mas mataas siya kaysa sa par value, meron kang recognition ng share premium for the excess. Okay? So, debit cash for 1 million multiply by the market value na 10 equals 10 million. Credit, share capital na 5 million, okay? Ay, sorry. 5 times the 1 million shares. Okay? 5 million. And the excess, 10 minus 5, would be accounted for as share premium. Okay? So, 5 million din ito. Okay? So, kung mapapansin mo, lahat ng share capital amount mo is always measured at par value. Once given yung par value. Okay? Next is letter B na case. Case B is merong 5 na pesos na stated value. 5 pesos stated value. Okay? For January 1 transaction, since 5 ang stated value, yun din ang magiging par value niya. In lieu. Okay? Kasi nga, nakita mo yung value niya sa ibang documents. Therefore, ang assumption mo, yun din ang value ng isang shares. Okay? So, debit cash, which is yung 1 million, multiply by the stated value na 5. So, amounting to 5 million uli ang natanggap mong consideration. Credit, share capital na 5 million din. Okay? Next, for February 1, nag-subscribe uli. Since nag-subscribe, may stated value, yun din ang magiging value ng subscription. Okay? So, debit subscribe receivable, credit subscribe shares, share capital, amounting to 1 million multiplied by 5 peso. So, 5 million uli ito. Okay. Next, yung March 1. Yung March 1 is nagkaroon uli ng issuance at 10 na market value. Okay. So, debit cash na 1 million multiply by the 10 peso. So, 10 million. Okay. Credit share capital na 1M multiply by the stated value, 5 million. Okay. And yung excess is share premium, amounting to 5 million. Okay. And lastly, for the last assumption, yung letter C. Okay. No par, no stated. Okay. Since no par and no stated yan, ang sabi ng Revised Corporation Code, kailangan ang consideration na matatanggap mo is at least 5 pesos. Hindi pwedeng bumaba ng 5 pesos yung kailangan matanggap mo na consideration mo per shares kapag ka no par and no stated. Okay? So for January 1 transaction, nag-issue ka ng 1,000 shares. So at least 5 pesos dapat ang matatanggap mo. Okay? So kung at least 5, therefore yan yung minimum. Okay? So debit cash, credit share capital, amounting to 5 million pa din. Okay? Kasi 1 million times 5 na minimum share is 5 million. Okay? So for subscription, ganoon din. Kasi nga kapag subscribe is may commitment to buy. So ang minimum pa rin dapat na consideration na matatanggap mo is 5 pesos per share. So debit subscribe receivable, credit subscribe share capital, share. Okay, na 5M. Sorry, maliit yung ano, no? Okay, pinagkasya lang natin na 5M. Okay. And lastly, is to debit cash amounting to 1 million, 1M times 10 pesos. Kasi nga 10 pesos daw nabili yung March 1. 10M. Since nagbigay ng consideration na 10 pesos, therefore, lahat yon is dapat i-credit mo sa share capital. Okay? Kasi nga, yung 5 pesos is yun lang yung minimum. Pero since lumagpas, therefore, lahat yon is dapat mapunta sa share capital. Okay? Kaya 10M. So kung mapapansin mo, kapag walang par at walang stated, lahat ng ibinayad sa'yo is makikredit sa share capital. Okay? Kasi wala kang share premium kapag ka no par and no stated value. Okay? So kapag ang question sa'yo is legal capital, okay, for case A, ang legal capital natin kapag may par value is the share capital plus the subscribed share capital. Okay? So lahat ng share capital plus the subscribed share capital is tinatawag na legal capital. Okay? So 5 million plus 5 million plus 5 million, ang legal capital mo for case A is 15 million. Okay, galing siya sa subscribe share at subscribe share. Okay, sorry. Galing siya sa share capital plus subscribe share plus yung share capital natin ng March 1. Okay? Pag par value, subscribe share capital plus share capital is equal to legal capital. Pag stated value naman, ang legal capital mo is yung share capital plus yung subscribe share capital plus yung share premium. Kasama yung share premium pag stated capital. Kasi nga, hindi naman yan yung nakalagay na presyo sa share certificate. Okay? Kaya sinasama pati yung share premium. Okay? So for case B, ang legal capital is 5 million plus 5 million plus 5 million plus 5 million is 20 million. Share capital nung January 1, subscribe share capital nung February 1, plus share capital nung March 1 at yung share premium na kasama ng March 1. Kaya legal capital for case B is 20 million. Pagdating naman sa no par and no stated value, lahat ng share capital and subscribe share capital din. Okay? So 5 million plus yung 5 million subscribe plus yung 10 million na share capital, ang legal capital for KC is 20 million. Okay? So kung mapapansin mo, since walang share premium dito, lahat ng share capital, lahat ng consideration transferred is nakikredit sa share capital. Okay? Okay, no? Next problem is yung Casco Corporation as of December 31, 2025 had the following transaction. Authorized capital. Ang authorized capital niya is yung preference shares, 1 million at 100 par. Ordinary shares, 30 million at 15 par. Okay. The following transaction incurs A. Ali purchased 5 million shares of ordinary at 20 per share. B. Bergado purchased 500,000 ordinary share at fair value of 20 pesos per share and 50,000 preference share at fair value of 200 per share for 25,000. C. Cordero subscribed 1 million share of ordinary at par value and paid half of it. D. De Silva purchased 100,000 cumulative preference share at 150 per share. E. Enriquez contributed a land worth 1 million for 50,000 ordinary shares at par. F. Casco repurchased 1 million ordinary shares at 25 pesos per share. G. Net income for the year is 10 million. No dividends were declared for 2025. Required. How much is the legal capital of the corporation? 2. How much is the share capital for ordinary share? 3. How much is the share capital for preference share? 4. How much is the additional paid in capital or share premium? 5. How much is the total shareholders' equity for 2025? Okay? So, pag gantong ang problem, no, ang suggestion ko is mag-entry ka per transaction. Okay? So, unahin natin yung case ni Ali nung bumili siya ng 5 million shares. Okay? So, letter A. Letter A, Ali purchased 5 million shares of ordinary at 20 per share. Since bumili siya ng 5 million shares, ang entry niyan is to debit cash. Kasi si Casco is nakatanggap ng cash. Okay? 5 million shares multiply by the market value na 20. Okay? Yung pinagbayad. Okay? So, 5 million times 20 is 100 million. Okay? Credit, ordinary share capital. Kasi ordinary yung binili niya. Okay? Ordinary share capital. Always measured at par value. Magkano ang par value ng ordinary shares? 15. Okay, so 5 million times 15 is equal to 75 million. Okay, so credit ordinary share capital 75 million. And credit for the balance is share premium. Ordinary shares. 100 million minus 75 million is 25 million. Or 20 minus 15, 5 times 5 million, 25 million. Okay? Next, transaction B. Okay, transaction B. Brigada daw is purchased 500,000 ordinary shares. So, bumili siya ng ordinary shares na 500,000. At ang fair value is 20. Okay? At, bumili din siya ng preference share na 50,000. At, 200 per share. So, 200 yung presyo. Tapos, ang binayad niya is 25,000. So, since this is a transaction with a lump sum price or a basket price, na kung saan ang binili niya is a compound financial instrument, kailangan hanapin mo yung relative fair value. Kasi parehas available yung fair value. Available yung fair value ng ordinary share, available yung fair value ng preference share. Therefore, ang gagamitin mo is relative fair value approach. Okay? So, 500,000 times 20 is 10 million. 50,000 times 200 is 10 million din. Okay? So, a total of 20 million. So, ang relative fair value nila, yung fraction nila is 10 over 20. Okay? So, parehas 10 over 20. 10 million over 20 million for ordinary shares. Multiply by the consideration. Kung magkano ba yung ibinayad niya. Ang ibinayad niya is 25 million. So, times 25 million. Okay? So, for ordinary share, ang total amount ng ordinary share na binayad niya is 12.5 million. Okay? For preference share din is 12.5 million. Okay? So, kung i-entryan mo yan, okay, debit, cash. Okay, debit cash. Kung magkano yung natanggap mong cash na 25 million. Credit. Okay, credit natin sa ordinary shares. Okay. Okay, magkano yung ordinary shares? 12.5. The answer is no, no. Ito na yung total, kasama na yung share premium dyan. Kaya dapat, ang share capital is always measured at par. Okay, so magkano yung binili niya? 500,000 times 15. Okay, 500,000 times 15. 500 times 15 is 7.5. Okay. Okay. Next is yung share premium. Ordinary share. 7.5 minus 12.5. Okay. Is 5 million. Next is yung sa preference share. Okay. Okay. Yung sa preference share, 50,000, okay, 50,000 times the par value na 100. Ito yung par value niya na 100. Kasi nga kanina, ang par value niya is 100. Ito. Okay? So, 50,000 times 100 is 5 million. Okay? And yung balance is share premium preference share, which is 12.5 million minus 5 million is 7.5. Okay? Next transaction for letter C. Okay, for letter C, Cordero subscribe. Okay, nag-subscribe si Cordero ng 1 million share of ordinary at par value and paid half of it. Okay? So, ang subscribe shares niya is 1 million. Okay? So, subscribe shares is 1 million multiply by the par value. Ano ba yung sinubscribe niya? Ordinary. So, 1 million times the par value na 15. A total of 1 million times 15 is 15 million. Okay? Kalahati daw dyan is binayaran niya. Okay? So, times 50%. So, therefore, ang bayad niya is 7.5 million. Okay? So, entry natin. So, to debit cash, kasi nga binayaran niya yung kalahati na 7.5 million. Debit, subscribe receivable. Okay. Ito na lang, receivable. Nakalahati din, 7.5 million. Kasi nga, yan pa yung hindi niya bayad. And credit, subscribe, share, capital. Okay. Sorry, ordinary pala to, no? Subscribe ordinary share dapat. Okay, subscribe ordinary share, capital, amounting to 15 million. Okay. Next, letter D. Okay, letter dog. De Silva purchased 100,000 cumulative preference share at 150 per share. So, preference share pa rin naman ito. Yun nga lang, ang kanyang rights to dividends is cumulative. Okay? Kaya, debit cash, kasi ikaw ay nakatanggap ng cash na 100,000 times 150, okay, is equal to 15 million. Okay? Credit, preference share capital, or preference shares, okay, 100,000 times the par value na 100. So, ito ay 10 million. And credit, the balancing is yung share premium, which is 5 million. Okay? Next is yung letter E. Enriquez contributed a land worth 1 million for 50,000 ordinary shares at par. Okay? Since given yung fair value ng land, yan na yung measurement ng land. Okay? So, debit land, 1 million. Okay? Pero kapag wala yan, ang sunod mo is yung fair value ng shares, which is yung 50,000. Kapag 50,000 tapos times the fair value. Kapag wala yun, at par na yung gagamitin mo. Pero since available yung fair value ng land, ng non-current asset, syempre, yun yung gagamitin nating measurement. Okay? Debit land, credit, ano yung binili niyang share? Ordinary share. So, credit ordinary shares amounting to 50,000 times the par value na 15. Okay? So, 750,000. Credit share premium ordinary 250,000 is the balance. Okay? Next is yung letter F. Okay? Letter F, Casco repurchase 1 million ordinary shares at 25 per shares. Since repurchase yan, ang tawag sa kanya is reacquired shares or treasury shares. Treasury shares is always measured at cost. So, yung 1 million, okay, yung 1M na nabili niya na shares, times kung magkano niya binayaran, 25. 1 million times 25 is 25 million. Credit, cash, 25 million. Okay? Next, letter G. So, ang net income mo daw for the year is 10 million. Since net income yan, kailangan i-close mo yan for retained earnings. So, debit, net income, credit, retained earnings. Amounting to 10 million. Okay? So, ready na tayong magsagot. Okay? Ready na tayong magsagot ng ating questions kasi na-entryhan na natin lahat. Okay? So, ang question number 1 is how much is the legal capital? So, since ang question is legal capital, ang composition niyan is yung share capital and subscribe capital. Kasi merong par value. Okay? Since may par value yung question, ang legal capital mo is share capital plus subscribe capital. Okay? So, summarize muna natin lahat no ng transaction. So, letter A. Okay? Ordinary shares. Ganito na lang no, ordinary shares. Share premium for ordinary shares. Preference shares. Share premium for preference shares. Okay? Treasury shares, yung reduction mo. Okay? Sorry, meron pa pala na subscribe. Subscribe capital. At yung receivable. At yung retained earnings. Okay? So for A, meron kang increase ng ordinary share na 75 million at share premium na 25 million. Ito. Okay? So for A, increase ng 75 million pati yung premium na 25 million. Okay? Next, for B transaction. For B transaction is meron kang increase ng ordinary. Okay? Increase ng ordinary shares na 7.5 million. Share premium OS na 5 million. Preference shares na 5 million. At share premium na 7.5 million. Okay? Next, transaction C. Transaction C is meron kang, okay. Dito na natin lagay sa taas, no? Para mas makita. Okay, transaction C is meron kang subscribe capital, okay? So, may subscribe receivable ka na 7.5 at subscribe share capital na 15 million. Okay, so for C, subscribe capital, 15 million. And subscribe receivable, which is a contra equity account, if the problem is silent, as to collectibility, kaya reduction. Okay? Next, letter D transaction, letter D. Okay, yung letter D transaction mo is increase ng preference share capital na 10 million at share premium na preference share 5 million. Okay? So, 10 million sa preference share. At 5 million sa share premium. Okay? Next, letter E. Letter E is yung land. Okay? Increase ng ordinary shares na 750,000 at share premium ordinary na 250,000. Okay? So, 750 for ordinary share and 250 for share premium OS. Okay? Letter F is yung treasury shares. Treasury shares na 1 million. Na 25 million, okay? 25 million. Which is a reduction. Okay, kasi nga nag-repurchase ka. And last transaction is yung letter G. Letter G na net income, na closing for retained earnings. Amounting to 10 million. Okay? So, i-total natin lahat. Okay, 75 million plus 7.5 plus 750,000. Okay, so for ordinary, a total of 83,250,000. For share premium, 25 million plus 5 million, 30 million. Plus 250,000 is 30,250,000. For preference shares, okay, for preference shares is 15 million. Okay? Preference shares 15 million. Okay. Next is yung share premium preference 12.5. Okay. Okay. Next is yung treasury shares na negative 25 million rather. Subscribed capital is 15 million. Receivable is 7.5 and retained earnings is 10 million. Okay? So for question number 1, pwede tayo magsagot, no? So for question number 1, how much is the legal capital? Sabi natin kapag may par value, ang legal capital mo is yung share capital plus yung subscribe. Okay? So magkano yung ordinary share capital mo? 83,250. Okay? 83,250 plus yung preference shares na 15 million. Okay, plus yung preference shares mo na 15 million plus yung share plus yung subscribe capital din na 15 million. So answer for number 1 is 83,250 plus 15 million plus another 15 is 113 million. Okay. So answer for number 1 is 113,250. Okay. Next, how much is the share capital for ordinary? Okay, for ordinary share is 83,250,000. For preference shares is 15 million. Additional paid in capital or the share premium 30,250,000 plus etong 12,500,000. 30,250,000 plus 12,500,000 is equal to 42,750,000. And how much is the total shareholders equity for 2025? So i-total natin lahat, okay? Ito 83,250,000 plus yung 30,250,000 plus yung 15 million plus yung 12,500,000 minus yung treasury shares na 25 million plus yung subscribed capital na 15 million minus the 7.5 na receivable plus yung retained earnings na 10 million is equal to 1,033,500,000. 133,500,000. Okay, 113,500,000. Okay? Okay, so hanggang dyan na lang muna, no, ang ating contributed capital, no? So kung meron kang further clarification, comment down below, no, or mga further question, comment down below, no. So salamat sa pakikinig, hanggang sa muli, paalam.